May the 21st already. Do you know, 4 days ago, I was 52. Please don't in any way applaud. No, because that's like, oh, and you're still not dead. Good for you. Look at you getting out, walking around, Grandad. 52. What age are you, Jeff?
I'm 387.
So you were born when? Date of birth?
387 years ago.
Now, come on, date of birth.
Yeah, March 11th.
What year?
This year, minus 387.
Well, I think that probably that proves that we don't write this stuff.
Right.
Because if we did write it, then we would have written down, we would have worked it out.
Yeah, there would have been an exact date, right.
Have you worked it out yet?
No, I have not.
All right. What about you? Have you worked it out, Michael? What is it? 1607? So you were born
1607, that's correct.
Yeah. 1607.
Yeah, it's a good year.
During the reign of Elizabeth I, was it? I don't know. Maybe.
No.
Or before. Was it Elizabeth I or somebody else?
Somebody else.
All right.
That was...
This is like Jeopardy without the entertainment value.
Well, I was there, the Battle of Gibraltar, I was there. That was a pretty big deal. That was in April.
Have you got a computer somewhere?
Hey, man, I am a computer.
Oh, yeah. So, Google yourself.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing during this entire conversation.
Well, I think you can rest assured that tonight's show will be yet another feast of family entertainment. And not in any way narrow or specialist.
And why is that, Craig?
Because, Jeff, I care about what I do.
I know that was hard for you. But it's because we
are...
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Ferguson.
Thanks, everybody. Yes, indeed. All right, that's enough. Thanks, everybody. Wow, just a terrific studio audience, aren't they tonight,
really
Jeff?
Good, really good.
Do you like my tie? I haven't worn this tie for a while. Do you like it?
Oh, it looks good.
I like this tie. I don't wear it often, but when I do... Oh, that's like the world's most interesting man.
Yeah, right.
I don't wear this tie often, but when I do, I don't wear pants. For long. Because the tie is so attractive, I've turned into Dracula. Sometimes I wear this tie, the color is red, and I think of blood. It's a great day for America, everybody. It is. It's Wednesday. Wednesday, the 21st of May today, yeah. A great day for New York City. It's the first day of Fleet Week. Thousands of sailors roaming the streets of New York, and I'm stuck here. Fleet Week, of course, is when New York City honours their men in uniform, unless they play for the Mets. Because they suck. It's just a fact. It's just the news.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyway, during Fleet Week, New York City gets pretty rowdy. All that yelling and drinking and raising hell. And then when they're done taping The View, Fleet Week starts. You just ooh me for that? You know what they... I'm sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. You ever had that?
Sure I have, yeah.
Where did you get it?
It was in Portugal, and...
It's also National Waiter and Waitress Day today, so be extra nice to your server, say thanks sugar and give them a little slap in the butt, and if it's a lady, do that too. I went out this evening, I gave my usual amount of tip, 2%, never lower. Happy birthday to a great organisation today, the American Red Cross, founded on this day in 1881. Also celebrating a birthday today, Lawrence Turreau, who turns 62. Who's Lawrence Turreau, Craig? Well, you probably know him best by his pseudonym, Mr. T. Exactly. Now, the Red Cross and Mr. T, very different, of course. One is an institution that's helped millions of Americans. And the other one, Jeff?
The Red Cross.
The Red Cross, all right. Who doesn't love Mr. T? Even Al-Qaeda loves Mr. T. They're like, oh, he kicked ass in that movie DC Cab. Did you ever see DC Cab? It's awesome. It's a very underrated movie. I really particularly like DC Cab. Oh, Death to America. He may be in his 60s, Mr. T, but he looks terrific. You have a recent picture of Mr. T? No. Come on. That's not really true. Mr. T looks exactly the same now as he did in the 80s. I don't know if he wears the jewellery now, but, you know, when Mr. T wears a lot of jewellery, he looks tough. When I wear a lot of jewellery, I get mistaken for a prostitute. That's not entirely true. I don't get mistaken for a prostitute. I am a prostitute.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. T is loved all over the world. In France, they call him Monsieur T. In Mexico, Jeff, what do they call him?
Senor Badass.
Senor Badass. In Germany, he's known as Herr Poopin' Mohawk. Anywhere else?
Herr Poopin' Mohawk.
Herr Poopin' Mohawk, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You got anywhere else?
No, I like that one.
No, that's it. We're stopping there?
That's it, man. That's really good. Herr Poopin' Mohawk.
No other countries where...
No, man. No, man.
Didn't even want to have a try?
It would offend so many people, right?
All right, okay. It's a shame Mr. T doesn't act much anymore. It'd be great if he was... Would he be great on Downton Abbey?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I said, right, I'll be Downton Abbey. Well, let's go over there and do Downton Abbey. I'll be I'll be Downton Abbey and you be Mr. T.
Yeah,
You've got the mohawk.
Clearly, yes.
All right, okay, all right. All right. I walk like this because I'm a member of the aristocracy.
Right.
Years of inbreeding have so forced my genitals into an odd position that I have to walk like this. I say, Lady Mary, who's the new footman? Big yellow, big yellow?
Big yellow?
Big fellow, I mean.
Big fellow.
Yes, big fellow.
Yes.
Are you Lady Mary or are you Mr. T?
No, I'm Mr. T.
All right, then. I say, you're a charming-looking chap. I like the way your hair's done in a mohawk. Are you a member of the aristocracy?
Out of my way, punk. I pity the fool who gets in the car with Matthew Crawley. I pity the fool who jumps up and down like a kangaroo. What the hell's wrong with you?
Do you remember Mr. T had his own breakfast cereal? Do you have a picture of that? Yeah, look at that. They had to pull it off the shelves, though, because kids kept breaking their teeth on the crunchy little gold medallions. It was common for stars to have breakfast cereals in the 80s, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Mine was, do you remember Quantum Leap?
Oh, yeah, hell
Yeah, with Scott Bakula?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that? Do you have a picture of that one? Yeah, there you are.
Wow.
Didn't that? That's outrageous. Have that sent to my office. Didn't you have your own breakfast cereal in the 1980s?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Do we have a picture of that?
I think we do, yeah. There
you are.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not cool enough to have my face on a breakfast cereal, but I do have my face on something, though. Do we have a picture of that? There you are. Let me see that again. That's the face you have to make when you drink it. Well, that's enough for me.
That's it? You're done?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to go do something? What do you want to do?
Let's do some commercials.
Okay, good.
Show where tonight we have finally managed to combine soccer and soccer hooliganism into the same event.
Yes.
Don't go out there, boy, and walk around. You could get some glass in your hooves. Now, in any other late night talk show, Jeff, what would they do at this point? They'd stop and they'd edit all of this
Sure,
out.
yeah, this would all be out.
Yes, and see, that's why we are not. But wait. But I just said we are not, and then the thing went up and said not, so we are not like any other talk show?
Not. So
we are just like any other talk show.
You've just negated yourself.
Oh, well, that's ridiculous. I mean, I'd like to, maybe talk to other talk show hosts one day and find out what they thought about
I know. What do you think? They're not going to call the show. I mean, that's ridiculous.
No, that would never happen. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Hello?
Hey, how you doing, man? It's Jay Leno. How you doing there? Good to see you. I thought you were doing your big... Mr. T, very funny stuff. Very good, very funny, very nice, very good.
Wow. Sad, man.
Well, that was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's incoherent now.
Yeah. Well, there you know that. Well, let's just get on, shall we?
We should move on. Yeah, sure.
Hello?
Hello.
Who's this?
That was it. What was that?
Wow, I think that was the wrong number.
That was the wrong number.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. This is Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, hi. I'm a big fan of your show, and I'm here in North Dakota, and I just want to see if you got a good recipe for salami with...
What time is it, Jeffrey Peterson?
It's Street Mail time, brought to you by Jeff Peterson's Lucky Bones cereal. Are those bones in your mouth, or are you just eating breakfast?
Play the jingle, would you? Yeah. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Twitter. Chicken Vindaloo is good to eat. My name is Scooter. I'll fix your computer. I'm a happening guy and a dope troubleshooter. When you go tech support, you'll be talking to me. I got more patience than Mahatma Gandhi. And email. Email time again. All right, this is from Wayne in Gary, Indiana. Is it Gary or Geary, Indiana?
Gary, like the song. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana.
I don't know that song. The only song I know about Indiana is Wichita Lineman, and that's in Wichita, which is in Kansas.
Yeah, well, you could change it. It's your show. You could change it.
All right, so I can change Wichita Lineman to Indiana?
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
then. Wichita Lineman in Indiana. Wayne says, Craig, how often do you listen to Lady Gaga music? As often as possible, actually. I enjoy it. I'm a monster. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all the time. You're
I
always
love
playing
Lady
that.
Gaga. Good positive message and no hate, all that. I'm very fond of Lady
Yeah.
Gaga. Don't know you were trying to get me to mock her, but I won't mock her because I'll tell you why. That's why.
Yeah.
Poker face. This is from Daniel in Arlington, Texas. You ever been there?
Arlington, beautiful place. Beautiful place. Good people.
He says, Craig, have you ever been to the International Bowling Museum here in Arlington? I wish. Because it's not just American bowling, it's bowling from all over the world. It's international bowling. It's like the International House of Pancakes, except it's bowling. And they've got bowling from all over. They have German bowling. What's it called in Germany, bowling?
The bowling rolling.
Bowling rolling?
The bowling rolling.
Okay, and what is it called in Italy?
Hey, what's the ball? Throw the ball.
It's a bit longer, yeah.
Yeah, you want to have a crack at Japan or you want to move on?
We better move on.
Better move on, all right. This is from Alexandra in Stony Brook, New York. You ever been there?
Stony Brook, you know it.
Craig, how much is your long-distance phone bill every month for your desk phone? You know, I don't know. I should call my long-distance provider. Hello?
Hello, this is Peter with your long distance service.
Where are you calling from, Peter?
I'm calling from Bangladesh. How are you today?
Let's see, and are you calling to tell me about my phone bill?
Yes, sir. Your phone bill is outstanding. It's $3.7 million.
Yeah, well, it's CBS. I'm going to pay for it, aren't they?
Yes, those cheap bastards. They would never pay for it.
Now, listen, I won't have you say anything mean about CBS. Not on my show. Or, let's be more honest, not on their show.
Well, they told me, I told them the bill was overdue. They said to call you, sir. So apparently it's in your hands now. If you do not pay it, we will discontinue the service in 10 days from now.
I think that'll be fine.
Also,
this is from Jackie in Dunbar, Wisconsin. You ever been there?
Dunbar, Wisconsin.
You know Dunbar is actually the name of a town in Scotland.
Oh, Dunbar. Yeah, sure. Have you been there?
Yes. And actually, Mrs. Dunbar was the name of the lady who was my first school teacher when I was 5 years old, kindergarten.
Just a wee lad.
Yeah, and she was the first person to hit me with a leather strap across the hands. Thanks. Jackie in Dunbar, Wisconsin says, Dear Craig and Jeff, would you ever sell Secretariat for a good cause? Don't be ridiculous. I don't own Secretariat. I don't own him. He's here of his own accord. Nobody owns you, right, big time? What do? He just walks the earth. He does his thing. Oh, look, he's walking the earth now. He's walked.
Gone.
Who knows if he'll come back? Really? Oh, there.
Oh, he's back.
Okay. This is from Davis and Helena, Montana. It says, Craig, you talk about Harry Potter a lot, but have you actually read the books or just seen the movies? Oh, shut up. You're such a Hufflepuff. Have you actually read the books? Yes, I've actually read the books. And you know why? Because I have children. And you know why I have children? Because I have a wife. Who was originally a girlfriend. You see where I'm going with this? This is from Alan in Nashville, Tennessee. You ever been there?
Oh, Nashville.
I love Nashville. Nashville's a great town. It's one of those towns where you can really, do things.
You can do stuff, man.
Yeah.
Really, you can strum a guitar, you can walk down the street drinking moonshine, whatever the hell you want to do, man.
You can't do that.
Oh.
But anything else, you can do anything else you want, just can't do that.
Can't do that. All right.
Alan says, Craig, can you wake me up if you read this email? Because sometimes I fall asleep in front of the TV. Certainly. Alan! Oh, look, I threw it on the floor. Man, I really made my ears go there.
That was bad.
That wasn't pleasant at all. This is pleasant.
Yeah, that's nice.
And finally, this is from Anne in Cold Spring Harbor, New York. I don't know if you can tell, it's a chick on a motorcycle. You see that?
Oh, that's nice. It's adorable.
That's her avatar. Chick on a motorcycle.
Right, her other self, her avatar. That's a chick on a motorcycle, right?
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah, I was just sort of reiterating what you were
Why are
saying.
you saying things that I say over and over again?
Could you pinch my nipples? Because it's really hard for me to touch mine.
Craig, did you know that some snails have 20,000 teeth? Seriously? Wow, yeah, actually, I did know that. And do you know why I didn't know that? Because I used to have a girlfriend. You see where I'm going with this? No, I didn't know that. Hello?
Hello, it's Mrs. Dunbar. How are you, Craigie? I'll find you.
What do you want, you old hag?
Oh, I hear you talking all that nasty talk on your little show. You think you're so funny? Well, you're not funny, Craig.
My God, it is you, Mrs. Dunbar.
You better give me credit for turning you into the man you are today by whipping you every day after school, you wee arse.
Yeah!
Wow.
I can't tell you how cathartic it is for me to talk to you, Mrs. Dunbar.
Oh, that's wonderful, Craig. What time should I be over for dinner, then?
No, you're not invited.
I'll find you, Ferguson. I'll hunt you down. I'll eat your liver for my breakfast.
What the hell's going on over there?
I liked it better when K-Log was calling me by accident.
Oh, I love that guy.
Hello?
Oh, man, it's K-Log.
All right,
K-Log.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. My next guest is an extremely funny man. One of the funniest men on planet Earth, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely true.
And
Absolutely
also
true.
that other planet that we were talking about a month ago. Remember that planet?
Yeah. Yeah, what was that? Kepler 170?
Yeah. It was, anyway, he's the host of the American Bible Challenge. Season 3 starts tomorrow on GSN. Take a look at this.
David.
As far as I know, there's no horseradish in the Bible. But I don't know that much. Jeff Foxworthy, everybody. Jeff Foxworthy. Thank you. Now look at that. They're crazy. Hey, there's no horseradish in the Bible, is there?
I don't think there is.
No, I mean, are there any recipes at all in the Bible?
There's like manna, you know.
Yeah, manna.
Yeah.
But manna was from heaven. It wasn't like here's how you make manna.
I don't think God was giving out the recipe.
No, I don't.
Making it every day.
Yeah, I don't think I bet you there's everything in there. There's bound to be. Do you know the Bible? Do you know it well?
Pretty good. You know, the thing on the show, though, because I've got this accent and my Southern education, so I butcher every name in the Old Testament. The cards that I hold, it's just phonetic pronunciations of the Old Testament names. And I have a little thing in my ear where they'll say things like, Jeff, ask the question, but go to commercial before you reveal the answer. Half the time, they're just dying laughing, going, no, that's not even close, not even close.
It's not Nebuchadnezzar, it's Nebuchadnezzar. They're hard, some of these things.
Oh,
though.
yeah, like
But
8
also,
syllables.
if you're doing the American Bible Challenge, there's a lot of different people, who get very different ideas about how the Bible should be, read. So don't they get mad at you if you, because they might think a right answer is a wrong answer, and you know what I'm saying here?
I have no idea. What
Yeah,
just
you
asked.
do.
No, I don't. Oh, yeah, well, and that's one of the things to consider is you've got all these different translations of the Bible. So when we ask a question, you may have like 8 possible answers, and they'll say it could be this, or this. So
This is too hard a game
is
show
hard,
for me.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you do well at it? I mean, it's What was this? Smarter than a fifth grader?
Smarter than a fifth grader.
Yeah. I like that one.
I do too,
Yeah,
as long as they gave me the answer, because everybody thought they could do it. And
Yeah. It's hard.
It's
though.
hard. Yeah. You can't do
I know.
it.
Because they asked me if I would do the celebrity.
Yeah.
And I was like, no. Man. No.
Yeah. The kids kept wanting me to play the celebrity thing. I said, it's just better if everybody thinks Jeff is an idiot than to actually prove them right.
Yeah. Well, how many kids you got?
I got 2.
Yeah. What age are they?
Two
now?
daughters, 20 and 22.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
That's a tough time of life for you, man.
Yeah, I know. It's
You're kind of the other side of it now,
because we're empty nesters this year. I haven't worn pants since September. It's awesome, man. It's the first time was the show tonight. So.
You got nice legs? You do squats? Where do you live now?
Atlanta.
Still in Atlanta?
I grew up in Atlanta. I was out here for about 7 or 8 years. But back a long time.
Yeah. You ever go to Nashville?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I like Nashville.
Yeah.
You walk around drinking
moonshine. Walking down the street, turning my guitar.
Playing your guitar. Yeah. Do you play music?
No, I don't. But I love music. I think every comedian is a comedian because we all secretly want to be a musician.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
I've never met a comic that didn't want to be a musician.
Yeah, I know. And I've never met a musician that didn't want to be an actor.
Really?
Yeah. And then when they try, you ever see Mick Jagger at the acting?
It's not so good.
Oh, bad. I'm just going to
And just how many parts can you do like that?
That's right. No, Jurassic Park 4.
And here's the worst thing about the T-Rex: he can't even reach his nipples.
Oh,
like
that's
that.
right.
No, you know,
That's why the T-Rex was.
that's why he's in a bad mood.
He's
He
like,
can't even reach him.
There you go. So what about the blue collar guys? You been doing any of that stuff recently?
Well, I did a thing with Bill and Larry last year. Ron by himself is a little bit.
Ron's crazy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he's crazy.
But he's so funny. Like half the stuff he did on the blue collar tour, we'd be sitting around having dinner, and he's like, "Did I ever tell y'all about the time I got kicked out of a bar?" And he would tell these stories, and we would just be beating the table, going, "You have to tell this on stage."
Yeah, and he does.
Yeah.
He's the only comedian I've ever met who is exactly the same.
Yes.
Like he's like, that's who he is, and he goes up there and he keeps drinking and he keeps talking.
Yeah. Well, we would do the blue collar tour. If we had 2 shows, the first show I would make him mix Sprite and Coke together to look like Scotch, because if it was Scotch by the second show with that French Texas accent, nobody could understand a word he said. You know, so, no matter how funny it is, if they don't understand.
Yeah, that's one of the essential rules of comedy. They got to know what you're saying. Yeah, unless it's silent comedy. You ever thought about that? You do great in France.
Jerry Lewis did.
Jerry Lewis did. Yeah, but did he do silent comedy too? Just lady means something different in France.
I always heard that he was like huge in France.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was collected comedy things, and so my wife and I were going to France. He said, "Please just get me like a Jerry Lewis poster or a book." We went all over France, and nobody had ever heard of Jerry Lewis.
I think it's a little bit like the Hasselhoff in Germany effect. You know that people think, David Hasselhoff is huge in Germany. You go to Germany, like, I think this is kidding. No. This is a guy who talks to the car. No. What do you watch on TV? You watch Downton Abbey?
My wife watches Downton, so I'm kind of, by proxy.
Yeah, you have.
Because I still want her to be my girlfriend sometimes, so I watch it too. So.
Otherwise, you start learning stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Do you ever watch, what my wife makes me watch, and now I've become addicted to, is the House Hunters International. You ever watch that?
No.
Oh, man, you got to see that.
No, what is that?
Well, it's a show that if you watch it with your wife, it gets you laid, and... Yeah, House Hunters International.
Because we would do that. We would watch that.
Of course,
if that's the end result.
Watch House Hunters International?
Yes,
I do. Yes, I do. No, it's great. It's about these people that look for houses, but it's always like Canadians looking for houses in inappropriate areas. So it's like, Sam and Bill are really, tired of busy Toronto, so they want to go to war-torn Kosovo for a night. It's really fantastic.
All right, I'm watching it.
Yeah. What do you watch then? You watch the Duck Dynasty?
And no, you know what? I get like we just finished watching like True Detective.
Oh, right.
We're in the age now, and the killing and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
Family-friendly entertainment. When you're not watching the Bible Challenge, let's watch somebody get killed. So.
Well, it takes it the other way.
Yeah.
You got your wholesome, and then you got your.
Balance, yeah.
True Detective's pretty rough.
Yeah, it was, but it was, Matthew McConaughey was amazing.
Yeah, no, he's good. He's a very... You can do his voice, can't you, Jeff?
All right, all right.
There you are. Very good.
Now, can he do me?
Yeah, I think you can, actually. Can you do Jeff?
Sure. Let's see. If you're plugged into a wall and work for a late-night douche, you might be a robot skeleton.
We'll be right back with Jeff Foxworthy, everyone. Other people, I think that's the way to do it. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Jeff Foxworthy. We're out of time, Jeff.
Oh,
no.
Wow, that went fast.
No. You in therapy? Come on, man.
Okay.
Were you ever slapped around by grade school teachers when you were young?
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Come on, I think that's called denial.
What? You know, but like we grew up in the age where it was okay to like
beat up kids.
Well, it's like seriously, like my oldest daughter, when she was 5, she gets a computer. You know, she can do the whole thing. We got like the wooden paddle with a rubber band and the red ball.
Yeah.
And then you would hit it about 4 times. The rubber band would snap. The ball would go across the room, break something, and you get a spanking with the paddle. So I'm like,
kind of turning me on a little bit now. Yeah. Did you ever get the clackers? You go like that, and
and then they would splinter and go in your eye.
You go like they have to try and...
Some of the stuff they let it. You remember, like the wood burning kit was like. It was.
I think that might have been a Southern thing. Was that a Southern thing?
Does anybody remember that the and it would get
Really?
It was a sharp metal stick that would heat up to like 5,000 degrees, and then you would burn a picture into a piece of wood, and the cord on it was like that long, so you would always be next to the drapes while you were playing with it.
Whoa!
Now, did you have lawn darts?
Lawn darts, yeah. I still have scars.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Because and on the front of the box, you had a plastic circle in front of you, and you were supposed to throw the darts into the plastic circle in front of your friends with a dart, a well-known dart.
But I had regular darts. I had an older brother, and he told me, because I didn't know any better, he said, this is how you play darts. You hold the dartboard, and I throw the darts. That's true, and I still have dart marks on my body.
We would throw the lawn darts up in the air, and I would always say, if you catch one of those with your head, you're getting coloring books for Christmas the rest of your life. I mean, it's done.
Yeah, it'd be pretty bad. But now it's like I can't do it anymore. And my kids are still young, and they go, you can't spank them. You got to be nice to them and
I know it.
And deal with their feelings and stuff.
It's a now. Did you have my parents were too lazy? We had the swing set.
Yeah.
My parents were too lazy to actually dig a hole and go buy a bag of concrete. So our swing set, anytime you swung, the legs of it would be like womp, womp.
Yeah. I had those. Yeah, good times. I'm amazed we survived, to be honest. I think though that all comedians have some kind of adversity in childhood. All good comedians.
Do you? You think it's a little bit of the...
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a...
Well, yeah, and probably, because my folks got divorced when I was young, and I could make my dad laugh, and so that was it, you didn't really...
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is?
So you're cured. That's what I pointed out.
Jeff, I've never felt better.
Yeah, no, you're fine, man.
Yeah, you're fine. That'll be $500.
So what was your adversity? Because
I grew up in Scotland in the 1970s, man. What do you want? What wasn't my adversity? Pick something. Dentistry, sniffing glue, abusive teachers.
Well, that was another thing as a kid, because now my mom, if she sees me drink a beer, my mom just has a fit. And when I was a child, she bought me model airplane glue, by the bags full. And you're in your room trying to build models. I'm higher than AC/DC.
Yeah.
And then you'd get it put together, and my dad would literally give us firecrackers to blow the models up.
Yeah. That's a good dad.
Well,
that is a good dad.
And you knew they were safe because you had to drive across the state line to buy them from a man that had 3 fingers, so...
Can I tell you, though, the moment I absolutely decided to become an American citizen, I was on the I-40, and I was driving through the South, I think coming out of Tennessee, I think, right? I'm driving along, and I see a store. a drive-through store where I drove in and you could buy fireworks, whiskey, a handgun, and a shirt. And I thought, I want to be part of this, man. I want to be part of this.
Without getting out of the car.
Without getting out of the car. Anyway, we're out of time. Good luck with the Bible Challenge, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a top-rated show on game show networks.
That's good.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, you're like the Breaking Bad of the game show network.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeff Foxworthy, everybody. Okay. My next guests are extremely talented musicians. They're here performing We Won't Go Home from their self-titled debut album. Please welcome The Colorist, everybody.